All right, get ready. We're about to jump into an adventure to uncover a secret code, and it's hidden inside a single, elegant curve. You know, it might look pretty simple, but believe me, this shape is one of the most powerful and important in our entire world. Let's dive in.
I mean, seriously, what if I told you that by understanding this one curve, you could understand how to launch a racket, or how your character jumps in a video game, or even how to build a stronger bridge? Sounds kind of like sci-fi, right? But it's not. It's all hidden inside a simple little math rule. You ready to crack the code with me?
Awesome. So, before we can find any treasure, we gotta understand the map, right? Now, this isn't a map of land or sea or anything like that. It's a map for numbers, and it's the foundation for everything we're about to discover.
So here it is, our map. It's called the coordinate plane, but you can really just think of it like a piece of graph paper. It's got two main roads. There's the flat one that goes left and right, that's the x-axis, and then there's the one that goes straight up and down, that's the y-axis. Every journey we take is going to start right where those two roads cross.
Okay, and here's the really cool part about this map. Just like your house has an address, every single spot, every point here has its own unique address. We write it down as two numbers inside parentheses. The first number tells us how far to go on that flat X road, and the second number tells us how far to go up or down on that vertical Y road. Super simple.
All right, so we've got our map. Now it's time for the good stuff, the secret rule. This is what's going to tell us exactly where to put our little treasure points. See, this isn't just some random treasure hunt. We've got a code to follow.
And here it is. The secret code is y equals x squared. Now, hang on. Don't let that little 2 up there freak you out. It's actually super simple. All it means is that to find our y spot, we just take whatever number we pick for x and we multiply it by itself. That's it. That is the entire code.
So let's give this a try, shall we? Let's say we pick our x to be 1. We just follow the rule. What's 1 times 1? Well, it's 1. So our y is 1. That gives us our very first address, 1, 1. We go one step to the right on the x-axis and one step up on the y-axis. And boom, our first point is on the map.
Okay, next point. Let's pick 2 for x this time. Following our rule, we just do 2 times 2, which gives us 4. So now our y is 4. Our new address is 2, 4. So we go 2 steps to the right, and this time we go 4 steps up. Whoa! See what happened there? That was a way bigger jump upwards this time.
All right, let's do just one more for now. What if x is 3? Well, our rule tells us to take 3 and multiply it by itself. 3 times 3 is 9. So our next point is at 3, 9. That's 3 steps to the right and a huge leap of 9 steps all the way up. So yeah, our points are definitely not making a straight line. Something else is going on.
So we've got a few dots on our map now, but the real treasure here isn't the dots themselves. It's the shape they make when we connect them. And trust me, there's a really cool secret waiting for us on the other side of the map. So if we just draw a nice smooth line connecting the dots we've made, you can already start to see this curve sweeping upwards. But what about all that empty space over on the left side of the map? What happens over there?
And that brings up a really good question, right? So far, we've only used positive numbers for x, like 1, 2, and 3. But what happens if we go in the other direction on our map, into the negative numbers? Like what about -2?
Well, here's where things get really interesting. There's this little rule in math that says a negative times a negative equals a positive. So -2 times -2 is actually +4. Wait a second, that's the exact same y value we got when x was +2. How cool is that? And that right there is the big secret. It means for every single point on the right side, there's a perfect mirror image of it on the left. When we connect all of the dots, we get this beautiful, perfectly symmetrical U shape. And this amazing shape has a name. It's called a parabola. Okay, so we found this shape, the parabola, just by using a simple rule. You might be thinking, big deal, right? Well, this is where it gets truly amazing. Remember what I said at the very beginning? Now we're going to see how this shape actually rules the world around us. Think about it. You throw a ball to your friend, the path it flies in, that's a parabola. The way your character jumps in a video game to make it feel real, that's a parabola. Those huge satellite dishes that beam signals all over the world, yep, they're shaped like parabolas to focus those signals. Even the giant arches holding up massive bridges use this shape for incredible strength. It is literally everywhere. But why? Why is this one shape so special? It's not just because it looks cool, it's all about the way it grows. This secret code, y equals x squared, hides a mind-blowing insight about acceleration and power. Let's dig a little deeper. To really get this, let's set up a little race. We're going to pit our parabola against a plain old steady straight line. For the straight line, our rule is just going to be y equals 2 times x. It just grows at a steady, predictable pace. So, how's our curve going to stack up?
Okay, check out this chart. The blue bars? That's our straight line's growth. It goes from 2 to 4 to 6. Nice and steady. Now look at the orange bars, our parabola. It starts off a little slower at 1, it actually matches the line at 4, and then it just completely blows past it, rocketing all the way up to 9. That's the key right there. The parabola's growth accelerates. The bigger x gets, the way bigger y becomes. That explosive growth, that's its superpower.
Okay, so you've seen the map, you know the secret code, and you have witnessed the power of the parabola. Now it's your turn. Let's see if you've really cracked this thing yourself.
So here's your challenge. Using our secret rule, y equals x squared, what's y going to be if we choose x to be 5? Go on, think about the rule. I'll give you a second.
Got an answer in your head? Just remember the rule. It's just the number times itself.
And the answer is 25. Hey, if you got that, nice job. You just used the secret code yourself. 5 times 5 is 25. See, you're already thinking like a mathematician.
And really, that's the magic of it all, isn't it? From one tiny, simple rule, y equals x squared, this incredibly powerful, universal shape just emerges. A shape that describes everything from a tiny jump to the biggest structures we can build. It's a pretty cool reminder that sometimes the simplest little ideas can hold the biggest secrets. If you want to see more explainers that unlock the codes of our world, you know what to do. Make sure you subscribe.